Now think about it, guys. We have 96 magnets in heaven in the model that I've constructed, okay? Like, there's no magnets in my model, guys, but I want there to be. 96 is 88 plus 8, guys. Therefore, each one of the 88 magnets represents a constellation in our celestial skies. And the 8, what does that represent, guys? Well, it kind of looks like a Vesica Pisces, where a circle is now an 8. An infinite, guys. You have 3 infinites. But I don't know, like, we have 12 luminaries. We needed 4 luminaries to create the 4 corners of the Earth for the Titans. Okay, so that's your Pluto, Neptune, Uranus. Okay, and that created plants, but should we use up another luminary? Yeah, why not? Mars. Mars would be next. Or no, it wouldn't be Mars. It'd be the the universes, guys. The way out. Not the 88 fixed rotating constellations, but all the other lights that are, quote unquote, further away. So those 4 luminaries create the 4 corners of the first disk. Because 4 creates 2 in the heaven of the model that I created at home. So we've used up 4 to create 2 of our 12 luminaries. Therefore, the 8 remaining luminaries are represented by the 8 remaining magnets. Do you not see how the model I have created is a depiction of cellular Earth, is a depiction of a free energy model that can create up to 14 feeds of what I believe to be a 4 times 120 volts. Okay, with like infinite current, guys, and crazy torque. Okay? So the model that I have at home, made out of constructs, is a representation of the Earth, where heaven has 96 magnets. And the 96 magnets are depicting the 88 fixed rotating constellations in our celestial sky. The Moon, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Mars, stars, Saturn, Jupiter, and the universes Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are the 4 nodes that make heaven. Okay, they make those are the bearings, guys. Okay, the bearings where the axles go through to create the 2 other bearings on the top and bottom of the square base pyramid, the octahedral light source of heaven. Guys, we want to make free energy in our image. We do the same thing. If we want to change our image, we have to make the model differently. But every time you make it, it's going to be slightly different. Okay, like there's going to be, like, unless you get it perfectly bang on laser precision every time, guys, all that means is that, the realities are going to be different. Okay? And I think there's ways to simplify it. Like, there's ways, guys. There are many ways to make this configuration work with geometry, guys. You can just pick a shape and away you go. You're creating your new Genesis 1. You should be able to decode your Genesis 1, though, however, and understand the numbers it'll create and the reality you're creating by using the table of creation to apply the pattern of the creation of the luminaries, which means the creation of the base components of the free energy device to understand the reality you're creating. Because you're creating life, guys. You're creating energy that you use in like hair dryers and shit. Appreciate the small things, guys. Now, I know I'm philosophizing and thinking outside the box and inside of a triangle, but 3 makes 4 makes 5, guys. I mean, it totally makes sense. I mean, come on. I'm sure whatever configuration, man, it's just I don't know whether or not to follow the King James Bible story of creation, because I know that's a doctored Masonic like text used for control. Whether it was based on the writings of man or not, I don't care. Do I want to create another cube within a cube within a cube within a cube? Or do I want to create something different, more simple, so it's easier to get to source? Now, in order to make something more simple, does that mean more simple for us? It means a more complicated heaven. As you can see, you'll need 3 heavens to make a more complicated model. Or do you want to make a more complicated heaven to make a simpler shape? Something more like a sphere, you know, like smooth out the corners, guys. Because right now we have a square, we have a cube, but the corners are angled inwards a little. Now, again, it's like video games, okay? 16-bit. What's after 16-bit? 32-bit, 64-bit, 128-bit, 256, and on and on and on. So, you know, you can apply that concept, you know, to create totally different patterns. And if you understand the creation of your free energy device, you understand the genesis one of the reality you're creating. Which means you understand the new table of numbers you can create based on the story of creation. Because you might be creating a 3, you might be creating a 4, you might be creating a 5. Like a triangle inside a triangle inside a triangle. Or a cube inside a cube inside a cube. Or something else inside something else inside something else. Anyways, I think that's rather interesting. Work and stuff.